After receiving the results of another engagement between their fleet and the humans, Grand Admiral Minon issued his orders.
Prepare the fleet. Make way to the Sol system. Those humans will learn the cost of crossing the Singed once and for all.
Around him, officers were quick to obey. Yes, Grand Admiral. The fleet is ready and at your command. In just a few seconds, the stars twisted, space bent, and vanished as the fleet entered the folded space. The Singed Armada, hundreds of warships strong, emerged into the Sol system, the cradle of humanity. But instead of warships scrambling to defend their system and their planet, they found a queue. A huge queue, with thousands of ships stretching from the small world of Pluto all the way to the biggest of the gas giants, Jupiter. An endless line of fleets, armadas, war clusters, and even ancient living warships, all idling in space, waiting. Minon's eyes couldn't believe what he was seeing.
What is this? Transmit to all channels,
he demanded. A nearby transmission pinged, one from a fleet he already knew. The Korkan Dominion, an old ally, accepted the hail. On the view screen, a tusked creature in Admiral's coat appeared.
Minon? Tivol!
Minon leaned closer.
I haven't seen you since the Battle of Kralvaran. Still getting into confusions, my friend.
Tivol answered with what would pass as a smile from his race.
What is this madness?
Minon gestured.
Are the humans already facing a blockade? Blockade? No. This is the line. You want to go to war with the humans, you need to wait your turn like everyone else.
Minon blinked.
Wait, war has a queue? Of course it does. Humans are always at war. It's practically a public event for them now, ever since they developed cloning tech and memory backups. War's more like a theater for them.
Tivol paused for a moment.
But you know that, right? It's in your reservation. As soon as you pay, you're informed of this. You did make a reservation, right? Reservation?
Tivol's eyes widened.
Don't tell me you jumped in cold. Minon, that's very responsible. We are Singed Armada. We don't pay for conquest.
Tivol leaned forward, incredulous.
Then who's going to cover the war stands, the food kiosks, the fuel subsidies? What about cleanup, repatriation of bodies, not to mention temporary housing for survivors, psychological support AI, and posthumous diplomacy? They charge for that? Minon asked, utterly baffled. Of course they do, and don't even think about cutting the line. Last time someone tried that, the Quechuans and Austrians destroyed their entire fleet without the humans doing anything to stop it. Also, there are no refunds, so if you fight other species and lose your fleet on spot, it's on you. So what now? Minon asked, a hint of resignation creeping in his voice. Tivol sighed and rubbed his forehead with one massive claw. Okay, old friend. I will help you out, but this needs to be on a secure channel. Minon now sat at a console where only he could hear what was being said. I know a scalper. He got us a slot during the Saturn exhibition last cycle. Wasn't cheap, but the souvenir helmets were worth it. I can put you in touch. Minon remained silent, staring at the screen. His officers whispered behind him like panicked insects. Finally, he asked, But why? Why would anyone fight under these terms? Tivol blinked and sighed, looking as though he was in utter disbelief. Are you serious? He asked, as though Minon had just uttered the dumbest question in the history of civilization. For the glory, Minon! To be the ones who finally beat the humans. Do you have any idea how close we came last year? We had them down to 120 ships. 120!
He jabbed a claw towards the screen.
We fielded over 900 vessels of variable class. We almost had them.
And yet we are here. Why?
Minon muttered. Tivol growled.
Well, we lost 90% of our fleet, my ship included, to do this, so we yielded.
Wait, if they were down to only 120 ships, how could they fight the other fleets?
They rebuild in minutes. Nanite swarms. A full armada is ready for the next engagement, and that's not even the best of it. If you pay for the Premium Deluxe package, they'll rebuild your fleet too, and even your crew. Fully restored memories, happy and well-fed, like nothing happened. Some even come back improved. My limb from Kralvaran, poof, gone.
And you came back, again, for another round of this absurd ritual.
Tivol grinned.
Of course, maybe this year we will get the honor, the triumph. Imagine the songs if we win, the murals, the statues, maybe even a holo series. The glory of defeating the undefeated. You don't miss that chance, Minon.
This is insanity.
Then another thought occurred. His eyes narrowed.
Why not just bypass all this and jump straight to Earth? End it at the source.
Tivol let escape a laugh so hard it rattled the transmission.
If that were possible, you'd be orbiting Earth right now, not shivering at Pluto. You didn't notice the FTL blockers? No one gets close to Earth without human approval. You jump too close, you don't just misjump, you are erased. And when does it start?
He asked bitterly. Tivol glanced at the floating display and shrugged.
Standard Earth hours, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. They take a lunch break at noon sharp. You want to fight after hours? Good luck. You'll need overtime clearance and hazard pay. It's a nightmare to book.
This war, this is a mockery.
It's lifestyle, Minon,
Tivol said proudly.
Besides, I've been fasting all week. I cannot wait to hit the food stands. The fried Martian krill, to die for. Trust me, I died last year. Totally worth it.
Minon turned slowly to his officers who were now pretending to be busy with non-existent tasks. War used to mean something. Strategy, conquest, sacrifice. With the humans it was forms, schedules, lunch breaks, and snacks. He leaned back, a flicker of resignation crossing his face.
Fine,
he muttered.
Get me that scalper's contact. But if I'm paying for this circus, I want a front row slot and a crate of those krill.
Tivol grin widened.
Now you're getting it, old friend. Welcome to the game.
P.S. About the game. You already lost it.